AMUCD2.TV.
All right, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2 in Nilsson Bay. Today we have, with this game, we've got the Hills Mixed team versus Extinction. I'm Nick Lely, joined here with Lucy. How are you?
How you going? Pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, we've got two teams here. We've got the Division 2 Hills team coming out with from 3 wins, I believe, yesterday. And not sure how Extinction went yesterday, but a strong outfit nonetheless, and should be a very good game.
Definitely. We've seen this weekend a bit of miserable weather. It's lightened up at the moment, but it could turn at any time. Had a bit of the rain in the last time slot.
Could, yeah, it has been a bit of a patchy rain, so you know, we could see a bit of sun, a bit of probably not any sun, but a bit of rain and a bit of a swirly wind at the moment. It's probably coming from the far side of the field towards the camera at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. And as the pool goes up from number 23, Casey Webb. Yep. Oh, and that wind just makes it a pretty short pull there. We've got Ben Dougal picking up the disc. Oh, looks immediately to the far end. Oh, and just a drop there.
From 26, Emily shoots.
Emily shoots. Yeah, just unlucky. I think it might have just dipped in the wind there. Unfortunately, it's a bit unpredictable, as you might be able to hear on the stream. So now we've got Extinction. Their first look on a bit of offense. We'll see how they go. And number 4 with the disc, Gina Ferrari. Oh, sends it upfield.
Oh, Tegan Parker with the D.
And a nice D from Tegan. Oh, caught it and then threw it out there. Not very contentious. Not sure if you have to keep it with you there if you catch it. But anyways, we've got Ant Dow to pick up the frisbee, an extremely experienced player from the Hills team. But uncharacteristically, just misses the mark on that throw. And again, we've got Gina picking up the disc and just misses that up the line pass. And so we'll have a bit of a quick replay of the last play here.
So Dow again wants with the disc. Hills typically looking for women cutting deep in their play.
Yeah. They've got a lot of athletic women, and that's where they'll find some more of their mismatches, I think. So it's a good tactic. As Ant looks to center it to Woody, the veteran. Oh, straight back up the line to Ant. Sliding. Just misses it. So yeah, Extinction. I'm just going to change who's picking up the frisbee there. Number 1, David Schmidt. He's going to have a go to try work it up the field, but yeah, it just looks like they're having a bit of trouble. Getting a bit of flow. Gets a nice pass up to 22, Tristan Glover. And back to David. David across to Casey Webb. Back to David. Oh! And a great read and D there by Shoots.
So Shoots is a bit of fresh legs for this Hills team.
Yeah.
She was away yesterday, made herself up today, so probably see lots of play from her.
Yeah. She makes the initiating move. Oh, and Woody to Tegan. No, that's a great read there by number 43, Crystal Rowe. Yeah.
Good reading there.
My apologies to Kristen and her family for that one.
Kristen or Crystal?
Oh, Crystal. My mistake again. Oh, geez Louise. Put my foot in that one. And, but Extinction with Gina. Another go other field. Oh, send it to David. Straight back to Gina. Oh, open downfield, but just misses that one. But a good bailout there. Oh, and the big throw, the big huck downfield. Oh, He was very open, a lot of space. It's just a plain drop with this one. Ben Dougal immediately picks up the field, looks to Ant Dow. He's looking downfield. Still got it. Oh, low pass, but a great grab from Shoots there. Centers back to Ben Dougal. Back to Shoots. Shoots has got Ant open downfield. Which is a nice read there, a lot of experience. He's looking to push it into that corner.
And a bit clogged there from Hills. So look to recenter it and reset.
Maybe look to hit the far side of the field. Oh, and Woody just does that. It's a nice throw. There's a lot of float. Oh, Ant Dow with a great sliding grab. Oh, that's great to see. And we'll see that on the replay there. Not your traditional chest layout, more of a slid onto his back. It's one I'm personally a fan of. I'm not too good at the hitting the chest. See here, he's just running. He's running. He's got a great big stride. He's like a giraffe, escaped from the zoo, chasing down that one. It's fantastic to see, and a great grab in the corner. And that'll be the first point going to Hills. Yeah, a bit of a long point for that one, but I think the teams will settle into it. Now, Lucy, we've heard a little bit about the club Extinction, based in Queensland.
Brisbane,
Brisbane. And it's great to hear that they have a beach. They have a beach team. They're starting a women's mixed team and a development squad, and we've got the stats here that say they've had 146 new members come in over the recent, I think, last year or two. Last year. So yeah, that's heaps of players to come in to the roster, and it's just great to see a club not just focusing on, you know, the 20 or so players trying to do the best at nationals or whatever tournament, but really look to kind of build the whole ultimate scene out of Brisbane. So that's great to see. And they have a couple of younger players there. Alan Kidd, I know, recently played the Trans-Tasman Series, and he's played the Youth Nationals, so that's good to see they're supporting the youth down there, and he's a phenomenal player, and he's got some of the best layouts I've ever seen, so hopefully he gets horizontal with this game for us on the stream. So.
Well, someone's got to catch your throws, right, Nick?
Oh. Hopefully. Oh, just a bit of a cold drop in the wind there by number 15. Corey, as we have Hills back on offense.
It's Brendan Walsh with a disc, looks downfield.
Oh, looks like a call.
Well read by Townsville, however there is a call. So very lucky to have game advisors here this weekend. It's helping out a lot of teams with a lot of discussions. I think it's fantastic in this level. Generally we see players a little bit less familiar with the rules and how to apply them.
Yep.
So we've got the advisors out to help out with that. Increase in rules knowledge was always great.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's just good to have that experience playing with game advisors as well for players, especially for any players looking to kind of, you know, push their game up to a higher level where there is more game advisors, to get that exposure and to know what it's like playing with game advisors and how to use them correctly is it's just great for everyone involved, as we see a involvement there, but it looks like they've sorted it out. And
so looks like they decided the foul didn't affect anything, so retracted, I believe.
Sure.
And we see Extinction again with a disc.
Yeah. Up to Ellen Armstrong with a disc now. Oh, a bit of a wafty pass there.
Oh, looks like a call. Bit of contact there.
Number 0, Alexi. Yeah, bring it back in.
Uncontested, straight back to Townsville.
Back to Alan the Kid, and then up to number 11, that is Browner Savage. Oh, it's a great read there by the Hills defender, just sneaking through there in that short, deep position, I believe.
So we see Lee Cody walking up to the disc.
Yep.
Already seeing a nice cut from Amanda Parker.
Oh, he just rips one to that far corner.
Oh, doesn't quite connect.
It's not a bad look in this wind, just to force Extinction to try and work it up the field. This, I think they've transitioned into more of a... No, still sticking with their zone, the Hills. Looks looks like to be working pretty effectively. Extinction not going too far up the field as Alan makes a spectacular grab. Oh, and then just throws it away. Maybe not quite on her toes. The receiver there, Brianna Savage. As we hear the end zone play call from the veteran Woody.
Yeah, Heels very structured with their end zone plays.
Yeah.
They know the amount of turnovers that could happen.
Yeah.
So they make sure that they've got a set play for that.
Yeah, it looks like they ran the, it's called it lots of things, the zipper or the Moses, the split of the stack and then the back of stack coming through to the front of the end zone. As we've got Alan Kidd going long. And will he get there? Oh. Any closer, he would have absolutely flown. He's lost his hat, but he fixes the hair stylishly. And he's back on the mark. We've got Heels to work it up again.
Looks like Walsh heading for the disc for Heels. Bit of a horizontal stack with their women deep.
Yep.
Women in stack.
Oh, and he might boost that. Yep.
Deep cut from Parker.
And he does, but Alexi's under that one and he should get there. Yep, it's a nice read and he picks it up. And Hills have set their zone again. Just trying to stop Extinction from making easy ground. Seems to be working pretty effectively. Lots of throws in this swirly wind. It's likely to cause a bit of trouble. We've got Ryan McNaught there with rocking some long egg socks, I believe. It's fantastic to see. They're coming into his own style there as he goes towards the end zone. Oh, could have been on there. Oh, they thread it through to number 20.
Well, the defender coming through, adding a bit of pressure to the Queensland side.
Queensland, yep, Extinction.
Townsville's in Queensland. Sorry, Extinction.
Oh, the Queenslanders will be livid with that one. Oh, and it's a bit swirly coming on it, but it's a great read.
Oh, great grab from Walsh.
He looks to put it just to that open space.
Oh.
Oh, and who's got there? Is that Alan the Kid?
That's Alan the Kid.
It was. He's flown with that D. That was pretty sick. And Brianna to pick up the disc. Centering to Alexi. Back to Ellen Armstrong. Now to Corey. Back to Alexi. Oh.
Oh, nice D from Walsh. Looks like there's a bit of call there.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit late.
Nice high five there. And
uncontested.
yeah, sorted it out. This will come in. Good to see. Quick resolve. Play on. Oh. And a great read there again by number 12. The Hills. They'll try to get their end zone look.
Again, we see that Hills end zone setup.
Yeah.
Nice stack in the middle of the field. Walsh picking up.
Plenty of space. Oh, got Mindy busting up the line. She's very open. That's a bit floaty. Oh, but she reels it in. 2-0 to Hills. Yeah. All right, and yeah, so yeah, 2-0 to Hills, and some pretty long points there, so not too easy on the legs for the first game, sorry, of the day.
Nothing like a little bit of second day fatigue. You feel it just starting to set in a little bit. Capacity just slows down that tiny bit. We'll see a lot of teams getting more tired towards the end of the day. It's a great pull from Hills, front of the end zone, coming down in a zone. Again, we've seen a lot of zone from the Hills this weekend. Seemingly the strategy is to just force as many passes as possible. Oh,
Oh, Tegan, I believe, got a hand into that one. Forces the turnover. And again, great field positioning as we have Ant Dow to walk up to the frisbee. Ant Dow playing World Ultimate Guts Championships in 2016 for the Barramundis. So a recent high-level player. Looks off the downfield options and looks to centre it, and does so. Centres to shoots. Oh, really nice around there.
shoots to Wang.
Wang with the point and throw to Ben Allen. Will he get there? Oh, he's got legs, but that pass just going a bit too far for him.
Too many weight bits this morning from Wang.
Yeah.
Sure, they'll look to get a quick turn back and try that one again.
Definitely.
So again, coming back into the zone.
And they get the turn on the first pass again.
Number 25, Allen, making up for his lack of movement.
Oh. Shoots, just pancakes it there in the end zone, but with this zone look, could be another turnover, and it is.
There it is, Wang with the disc once again. Is he going to look for that same corner? No, he dishes it off.
Oh,
We've got 8.
my golly goodness.
Oh,
Oh, it's a nice read and eventual stretch from shoots there, but I think Hills just need to just, take a breath or two and just work it up. I think they have the legs, they have the throws, and they have the throwers to really punch it in rather than expending too much energy. They're doing really well on defense, but yeah, just a bit of composure on their offense would save them a lot of time and energy, and to be able to punch it in a lot easier. And that zone pressure resulting in again the first pass and turnover.
straight to Anthony Dow. He loves it.
Up to Ben Allen, and shoots is open in the end zone from Tegan. That's a goal. That's
There
much
it
nicer
is.
there from Hills. Just really, 90 to 100% options there. No worries.
Yeah, it just seems like they need a little bit of time just to settle that throw into the pocket down. And Tegan was the one to do it.
Hopefully. Yeah, so we've discussed the Extinction's development there up in Brisbane. But Hills are putting in a team for Division 2, and Hills team getting a wildcard spot into Division 1. So great to see a lot of development out of just a small part of Sydney, not even the whole city. So good to see 2 teams coming out of those areas and growing the sport, and just a really good club.
Yeah.
Having fun, playing some frizz. That's all we want.
Hills as well, really good at bringing in the younger players. A lot of youth nationals players coming from the area, which is fantastic.
Indeed.
When you've got a lot of experience in the area from Simon Wood, maybe in particular.
Yeah, yeah.
Really bringing those players in, helping
Yeah.
evolve them, and
Yes.
then giving back to the rest of the
For sure,
association.
Yeah, some of those older guys and girls just doing heaps and heaps of work over the years to get those juniors not just in, but in and excited to play more frisbee and have fun whilst doing it, as we have Extinction coming out on offense again. And looks a match defense look from Hills here. Oh, and a run through D there. They just seem to have that little extra step of speed here, the Hills, don't they? Just getting those blocks, and we'll see if they can punch it in here.
Yeah, Extinction maybe not just quite aware of the Hills players poaching a little bit.
The shot to the end
Ready for those.
zone.
Ooh, and
There
that's
it
a
is.
goal from Annie Wang.
Goal, goal, goal. And I believe that brings us to 4-zip.
So Extinction will be really looking to score this next point.
Yes, pretty strong offensive line.
So Extinction calling the gender ratio for this point. I believe we've got 4 men.
Yep. And the wind getting a little bit stronger there. Still coming from generally from the far side of the field towards the camera.
And we've seen that over the weekend, just completely change direction during the match.
Mm.
So while one team may seem to have the advantage, wind can change a lot in this competition.
It can. And of course, if you're in the area or fancy a nice drive up by the water, come on up or down or across to the Mixed Ultimate Championships. We've got some bacon and egg rolls going, and you can watch some quality frizz and make a day of it. We've got Mick Nort, number 7, really trying to work it through that zone. He gets it back. Looks the dish off immediately. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's a shot up the line. Cup catches up. There was a chance to really break that zone, but looks back.
Nice reset from Extinction there.
Swinging up the field. McNaught with the disc. Ooh, there might have just been a hand on that to disrupt the intended path of said frisbee.
And Simon Wood, the oldest man at the competition.
Yeah. He's been playing frisbee much longer than I've been alive.
You haven't been alive for very long though,
Yeah,
have you, Nick?
no. And he's still got it with that nice shot into space to Ben Allen, but just a drop from him.
Extinction quickly trying to capitalise before that heel zone sets.
Yep. They do have a lot of space, a couple of players open downfield. That's a great shot there through the middle. Can they capitalise? Little flip upfield, and then, ooh, threads the needle with that one. An Extinction are on the board.
Great to see Extinction just using swing passes, working through that zone slowly up the field.
Yeah, they don't look too flustered. I think they know they have the, they have the skill to break down this zone and work it up. They've just had a couple unlucky drops and questionable options, I'll say. But yeah, good to see they just worked it up straight through that one, and a bit of momentum.
So Hills on offense, calling for 4 women. Hills a lot like to use their women, so we'll see a lot of 4 women when they are in the choosing end zone. A lot of experience in their line and in their female line as well.
Definitely, yeah.
A lot of once retired players coming back for the Division 2 competition, just finding it a little bit less intense than Division 1 options.
Yep.
Especially with family commitments.
Definitely at these Hills trainings I've been attending. It's as much a training as it is a part-time daycare. Lots of kids running around, but it's good to see. Start them young.
It's the cheapest daycare option, really.
Oh, that's right.
Got a whole team of about 20 players there to look after your children. These women as well being vital to the Hills Division 2 women's side. Helping to develop the women in the area.
I've been requested a shout out to Angus McDonald, a fellow commentator, a former captain of the under-20s Australia team, and now playing for the Blue Bottles. And he's watching at home, so good to see.
I thought you were Angus McDonald.
No, I'm not Angus McDonald, as most people like to assume. I am Nick Lely. I am my own person.
Got a bit of a call going on. Game advisors indicating a pick. Players just resetting. That's when the call was made. A lot of quickly resolved decisions so far in this game, which is really great to see.
Mm.
Ooh. Trying to look for that nice down the line shot from Cody to Parker. Not quite happening.
Just tried to cram it a little bit too much there. could have hit that swing. And we've got the zone set up again from Hills. With Extinction, try to
threading through there.
yeah, really just squeezing it up the field.
Yep, not too worried about that downfield at all. Just working between, keeping the cut moving
Yep.
and capitalising on any gaps in that wall.
We've got Hills, number 16 with the frisbee.
Rosalie Dow.
Rosalie Dow.
There we go. We see it again.
There's the score.
So that same upper line option this time coming from Tim Keeley.
Yes. And that'll make it 5-1. Wouldn't mind seeing a timeout here from Extinction, in my personal opinion. Just maybe a bit of a reset. Just something to try and sway this momentum. Something to just bring back that energy. Hill's not looking overly stressed, overly loud, overly enthusiastic. I think there is an opportunity here from Extinction to really just turn it up and make Hills earn it a bit more at least. Or they've got the skills to bring this one back.
So Extinction ready to receive, calling for 4 men. Pull coming from Anthony Dow. Nice and floaty. Hills having plenty of time to get up there. So again, we see Extinction moving it through their handlers quite easily. A couple of gaps in this zone that they're capitalising on quite quickly. Right into the space there. Hills are covering, not quite enough. Back to the swing. Who needs a timeout when he can just score?
That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
So Extinction really capitalising on those passes, seeing those gaps in the zone and passing straight through. Not phased at all, just working it up nice and clearly.
Yep, they'll be happy with that one.
So as I can hear in the background there, the offspring of one pair of these players, not quite happy. It can be very challenging when mum and dad, or one or the other, whichever one you want, is on the field and you can't go with them.
It would be confusing as a small child seeing your parents playing with the frisbee on the field and then saying no, you cannot come play the frisbee with us.
Yeah, definitely.
The whole concept is a bit odd.
But maybe teaching those future ultimate players that you don't have to have the disc all the time as
That's
well.
right. Yeah, really just looking for that space, and you can really get the goal without catching the goal, and it's really those fundamentals that are.
Start them nice and early.
Yeah, and we've got a bit of sun out here in Nelson Bay.
Oh, I think it's the first time we've had all weekend.
They've turned it on for us. Oh, and a stumbling, falling catch there, but he gets it in the end.
Oh, these things happen when the average age of the team's about 70.
Don't want to be throwing high, don't want to hurt any knees. Oh, he just sneaks that one under, gets it wide. Oh, and then up the field.
So Hill's having absolutely no problem playing against a zone.
Up to Mindy.
Resetting it back to Cody, to Walsh. Extinction looking to close up the gaps they're creating. Mindy Parker popping through like it's a dream. Oh, hammer from Walsh, cross field.
Little floaty up in the end zone. Oh, Walsh comes through with the grab and then throws the goal.
Oh, Huddy couple pass.
Beautiful to see. And he just reads
sorry.
that disc in the wind.
I apologise. That was not Anne Geisler. That was Gabby Mello, number 91.
Dear me. Not a honey pass.
Not a honey pass. I apologise sincerely.
Just a bit of syrup pass. Maybe a diluted, not too sugary syrup. And we've got a couple comments here on the live stream. One from Leanne Grimmond, a big name in the Ultimate community. He said Jasly Op, or maybe Jasly OP, overpowered. So yeah, there you go. And someone, screen name, Star 1088. Thanks for having it at a time watchable in North America. No worries, that's all right.
We aim to please here in Ultimate Australia.
We do. It is taken into account. And it's good to have you with us. So yeah, if you've got any shout outs on the stream, feel free to send them, pop them up on a live chat, and we'll try to get to them. As we see the replay here, woof, Walsh coming through, catching with authority. And it pulls up.
Oh, out of bounds.
And a
Extinction
brick.
will take that as a brick. Heels not seeming to mind too much. He's setting up their zone anyway.
Yeah, happy to walk it down.
Heels love a good walk.
Yep. Oh, very interesting zone here. We've got Ant Dow in the short deep space rather than the deep space that he's been playing. Looks like a 4-1-2. So maybe just trying to protect that deep space a bit more. Oh. Yeah, and it's the right shot from Extinction. It's just the execution just a little bit off, and that's where the space is, and that really just would have opened up the whole zone. But just a metre or two off there. As Woody picks up the frisbee, gives a bit of a nod up to Michaela.
Michaela to Deb. Looking to dump.
Gets it back to Ant.
Ant knows what he wants. Looking deep.
To Woody.
Woody knows what he wants.
A veteran read. He has read 3 libraries worth of frisbees in his time.
Bit of a veteran point, really.
And 7-2, I believe we're being told the score is. It's a pretty dominant performance at this point from Hills.
I think generally being a more experienced team, average age, shows that Hills just sort of know what they want to do.
Yeah.
Dictating on the field, a bit of old man frisbee going on.
That's right. Oh, first goal of the tournament there from Woody, showing the young kids how it's done. Taking us all to daycare a little bit.
Now, is that first point because he didn't catch the first 7? Or first point because he's been throwing away instead? Never know with Simon Wood.
You don't. And another comment here. Extinction, junior players are their strength in general, to be honest.
Oh, I think there's a bit of bias there.
So yeah, don't know about that. But but we'll see. We'll see if they can make an impact here and just try and turn it around a little bit. I believe half at 8, Lucy. Is that correct?
Yes, half at 8 this tournament.
Sure. Oh,
5 minute time.
Oh, a great pull stop there. No points for that, but
Lee Cody favouring the flick pull. Likes a good roll.
yeah.
Well, Extinction finding the holes in this zone again.
Yeah, they've
Heels
just turned it up a little bit here.
again working really patiently.
There's that space. No one there for the swing, but finds the gap. Oh, and the fakes himself out there. The swing from 0, Alexi. Back to Alexi, just trying to run this offense a little bit. Maybe look back to the break side. Yep, he does so. Back up to him. He swings, he's looking end zone. Hits the simple pass to the middle. Oh, and here comes the big shot over the top. Oh, and it's caught. That's a great throw there. Great throw there. Why not?
So Extinction just passing it back and forth between themselves, waiting for something to open up. Seeing a free player at the back, and conditions are just right for an overhead pass.
Yeah, why not? If it's there. Hey, look, if it's a goal, it's probably the right option, eh?
So replay there, we see number 50, Jay Rourke, open at the back of the field there for that point.
Lovely. The throw there made with a glove, a contentious issue, but perhaps just gave it that extra bit of flick to get over the defender.
Seen a couple of gloves this tournament. It has been very wet and very windy, so
Yeah, it is quite windy still. A good day for a bit of a MTA attempt, a maximum time aloft. Maybe we'll see if we can crack 5 seconds or so.
So feeling at the moment the wind is dying down a little bit. Still a bit of a crosswind coming towards the camera, but definitely significantly less than it was before. We'll see that change, no doubt, before the end of the match.
Beautiful swill indeed.
And as I say it, there it is.
And we'll see if Hills can punch this in to take half. Pull coming down from McNaught. Ben the Jugal, picking up the frizz. And the hammer, back
Matt
to him.
Wang across to Dougal.
He loves the hammer.
Oh, maybe not back that way.
Yeah, a bit hard up that wind, but he'll still throw it.
Oh.
And Alan the Kid. Bit of pressure on that layout. And then McNaught picking up. So maybe their juniors are. Now trying to turn this around. Up to the Kid. Oh, when he shoots it towards the end zone, number 43. Who's there? Oh,
Matt Wang's there.
Matt Wang.
Thanks very much, he says.
Mm.
A bit of contact. Players discussing that. We see the game advisors stepping in just to listen in, but no call. As we see on the replay, a little bit of contact there, 43 pulling out, but perhaps deciding that it wasn't relevant. So Anthony Dow with the disc for Hills.
And that wind just getting a little bit stronger.
Straight over to 85, Ben Dougal.
But he will still throw a hammer. Centers first. Oh,
Oh, shoots
scuba
open
up
in the
to
middle.
shoots. Over the band. Oh, up to Ant. The wind almost takes that one. That's a great shot over there into the wind. Up to Ant. Oh, it's great. And lots of space there. Ben wants to move it up to shoots, but just holds it. Oh, the wind just takes that one from Ant. Too much outside in. Extinction. Moving upfield. Alan the Kid breaks it to the centre of the field. Oh, and a great look there. To the centre of the field. As Usfrat Game Advisors picks up the frisbee with a lovely whale design on the discs. I don't mind at all. And if you want some great merchandise from the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2, come on down. See the merch tent. Maybe not.
It's been too popular this weekend. Most of it's gone already.
Oh, we're running out. Don't worry about it.
Rumour has, though, that there will be online orders after the
Ooh,
tournament.
Could be. Oh. And Alan frustrated with himself there. Just with a miscue.
Matt Wang straight down to shoots.
Shoots, looking downfield. Got to play in the end zone.
Seeing Franz running deep.
But
Not quite on.
Alex not to hit it. Goes back to Ant. Ant up to Ben Allen. Ben Allen, oh, just rips on, but it's got a bit of float there. Can get there. Oh.
No, she doesn't need to, she says. You should throw better, she says.
I've been requested a 100-metre race between Alan the Kid and Nick Lely at half-time. Oh, that would be quite embarrassing. I might politely decline, maybe. We'll see.
Not a bit scared, are you, Nick?
Don't have my cleats on. He's quite fast.
So timeout called by Ben Dougal, number 85.
Dougal, the veteran timeout. He does love a good timeout. I've witnessed Many a call from him over the years.
Especially close to the end zone.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
Especially in this team that loves to have a nice set for their end zone plays.
Yeah. Well, at this point, if someone calls a timeout in front of the end zone and you're on a live stream, you got to bring up those stats. And the stats roughly, I believe, say 80% result in a turnover. But it's all made up. Mike Palmer saying it's got no statistical relevance. Relevance. But we'll see how this one plays out. Not a bad call, I reckon. We'll see. Hills have been using a end zone structure, so we'll see what they do here. Maybe just send everyone to one side and isolate a player. Seems to work.
So game advisor signaling time for offense to set after 45 seconds.
And I've been called out again that I don't need cleats because I didn't need cleats on Wednesday. I did play a point or two at league without cleats. I did forget to bring them.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
No, I'm usually all over it.
Probably would have evened up the playing field for the rest of the players.
Oh, maybe. Ben Dukes, I'm feeling the hammer to the break side as soon as he taps this one in.
Yeah, we've got Anthony down the front. And we see a handler cut from shoots up the line. Alan Kidd seeing it, not quite being able to get there.
Yeah, just pulls back that layout. Doesn't want to just go through it. Just the right call. And he'll take half. And a good a dominant half. They don't look too worried, but I'll definitely say they ramped it up a little bit at the end as Extinction began to give them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, see that zone falling apart a little bit. They'll definitely be looking to bring that intensity, filling up those holes for this second half.
Definitely.
Extinction will be pretty happy with themselves, recognising those gaps, working the disc up the field. So we have a 5-minute break for halftime. Finding not all teams using it this weekend.
Not using the 5 minutes.
No, about 3.5 is the average.
Interesting. It's one more frizz.
Oh, halftime sprint called by Mike Palmer.
Halftime sprint.
I think you're up.
All right, I'll go get Alan the Kid.
So you see Lely and Allen ready to go. Halftime sprint as requested. Alan Kidd with cleats, Nick Lely without. Into a classic sprinter start. And they're off. Oh, Nick Lely, bit of a false start there. Beanie's off. Caps off. Neck and neck. Lily looks like he was getting away, but Alan Kidd looks like he just caught it up at the end. Lely thinking he did win that. We'll let the commentators decide. Seeing the glorious, glorious mane of Nick Lely. So he's in the replay. Nick Lely getting away. Long legs to his advantage. Alan Kidd keeping up with not too many issues considering the difference in leg length. Bit of traction issues without the cleats from Lely. Oh, pretty close there. Nick suggesting a bit of doping going on there
No.
from Alan Kidd.
Fair win, fair win. He was, oh jeez Louise, quite puffed. He was holding back a fair bit, I'd say, for that one. Bit of entertainment.
Does have a bit more of a priority going on
He
in a
does.
halftime race with a teammate.
He did seem very confused as I came over and demanded that we raced. He was like, oh, I'm kind of just with my team. I said, no. There's people watching at home.
Give the people what they want.
We've got to give them what they want. Oh, jeez Louise.
Nick looking a little bit puffed, a little bit ashamed there. So we hear the Heels chant in the background. Michaela Franz, the cheer captain for Heels, picking up the mantle,
Yeah, I don't.
bringing up the enthusiasm of the male players, who sometimes be a bit lackluster in the cheers.
A bit. Yeah, I don't mind the appointment of a cheer captain. Just give them a bit of homework at trainings. You know, come up with some unique cheers, and they really can turn the team around. I did not win the race, no. I was close. I was going to lay out over the end zone line, but just wasn't feeling like it today. I've already done a couple today, so didn't want to push it.
Yeah, with all this ultimate you're playing this weekend, you just don't want to worry that body out too much.
Yeah.
Nick, of course, being ready for Division 1 Nationals with Hills Youth.
Definitely. We've got Elizabeth G saying she's watching from Victoria, Canada. That's pretty cool. So we've got a global audience here. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Well, looks like going down from... oh, no. Extinction seeming to say they have it. Game carrying on with no issues.
An Extinction a little bit stagnant here, trying to work it up. I think they looked really good when they started to bring a bit of electricity, trying to move it upfield. Oh, Walsh gets the frisbee, but gets a bit of the play as well.
No call made from
No call.
Extinction.
Tim Keeley, the veteran, picks up the frisbee, rocking some sunnies.
Well, there's a lot of movement in that end zone. A lot of space being clogged. Reset to Keeley.
Yep, sees it, hits it.
Sees Mello in the middle there.
Good afternoon. And Gus McDonald requesting to see one of my layouts from today, but maybe tomorrow. I've definitely reached my quota.
So seeing that replay again. Tim Keeley seeing Mello in the middle. Straight to her. Heels in the gender calling end zone now, calling for women. And see as well some future Ultimate players in the making.
Definitely.
And some very old Ultimate players around them.
Yeah, a good mix.
I think if you include the children, the age average drops to about 20.
It would. It would.
On-field average is about 75.
Mm.
You see the Wang offspring keeping the score. Endless entertainment for children at Frisbees. And a very inclusive sport.
Yeah, don't get to see that as much in other big sporting competitions, but as high level as the competitive the competition is, still all about having a good time and making sure everyone's enjoying themselves.
So pull from Matt Wang from Hills. Oh, out of bounds.
Just out by about a metre there.
Again, not fussing Hills at all. Very happy to walk into that zone setting.
Cool, calm, collected team.
Perhaps preferring the break from running. Can be hard on the body after all these years.
We've got Alexandra Halligan on the stream saying, I'm watching from New Jersey, USA. Watching for my best friend Gina on the Extinction team. So welcome, Alexandra.
So be Gina Ferrari, number 4, sorry.
Yeah. It's been in amongst the frisbee most of the game. Oh, the big hammer shot over to Alan Kidd, and he's got a goal. That's a great throw there by number 0.
Number 0, Alex Passanen. I apologise for the mispronunciation of that.
Alexi.
Alexi, yes.
Alexi, great shot there. I can confirm, Gus, that I am still out of breath. But slowly recovering.
So we see Alex Passanen. Hammer right over the back.
Boom.
Alex the Kid eating it up for breakfast.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's how you learn to play when you're a bit younger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your veterans just throwing hammers at you.
Receive the point. Goes down there. All right. Just throw some wacky stuff at you and fingers crossed you catch it. Can you give us your best New Jersey impression, Lucy?
Oh no, I
or
cannot.
Alexandra? No? Polite decline?
Cannot.
Fair enough.
Can we see yours, Nick?
New Jersey. Where's my dog? They say coffee. Where's my
Coffee.
Where's my coffee?
My coffee.
New Jersey coffee. When my walk my dog. Dog? Nah, that went terrible, and I apologise to Alexandria and the people of New Jersey. As the pool comes down, rocking a bucket hat here from number 14.
So we see Hills taking a bit of the patient Extinction, just working between the handlers, looking down line, not quite connecting. See Gina Ferrari pick up the disc.
Gina Ferrari,
Sees Alan the Kid.
Looks back towards the field.
Going to get it off the sideline. There it is over the top, back to middle, swing across. That's what you want to see in your zone. Again, seeing all those passes, just connecting.
Gina's open. Goes up the field. Shoots that one. Says, get out of my way. I'm walking here. Not the field.
Bit of angle on that disc, just being scooped up by the wind. So Extinction applying his zone defense.
Callahan country.
No longer.
They break it.
Rosalie Dow to Cody.
Ooh, he's got plenty of time there.
Mindy Parker popping through like it's a job. Usually is.
They've broken through here, and the girls can work it up a little bit. Up to Mindy.
Bit of a stumble there.
Stumble there. Mindy might have just thrown an elbow. She came through.
Look, I wouldn't put it past her. I'll take that bet, I definitely would.
They break it through there. A great swan dive bid there. Just missed, but they're hungry. They want it. As the sun comes out in Nielsen Bay, as Mindy holds it out the front of the end zone and pops it in. And Hills, they're looking good to go the distance in this tournament. I know they finished pretty high last year.
Yeah, taking out 4th place last year. Bit of a change to the roster. Seen some veterans coming back, and especially with the split of teams, some younger players moving up to Division 1. So you see on that replay, beautiful dive from 22. He's still working it through nicely. Parker gets it back to handler Cody. So 22, Tristan Glover. What a fantastic swan dive.
Lovely.
Simon Wood, face of Australian Ultimate on the stream there. CEO of AFDA. King recruiter of the youth in the Hills area.
You could say. Extinction, working it up. With a bit more of that fast-paced movement.
Yeah, really seeing those gaps in the zone.
Yeah, it gets them all the way down about 10 metres out from the end zone.
Bringing back their patience. Oh, no.
He goes again with the hammer.
Hammer.
And he reels that one in. That's great work to moving it up there from Alexi, I believe that is.
Yep, 81, David Schmidt.
David Schmidt with the goal.
Yep, Alexi's crossfield hammer. Now that wind's down a little bit. Schmidt, layout grab. Ooh, bit of a bend in the disc. Hopefully it's not tacoed.
She'll be right. Just leaving his mark on the field.
Schmidt pretty proud of himself with that catch.
Doesn't
I'd be
mind
too.
it. Doesn't mind it. Get some love from the team. A bit of love from the other team. It's good to see. It's good to see.
Schmidt also being very supportive of the children on the sideline. I'm sure they're loving it too.
And now we see we'll get Hills back out on the offense, and perhaps the slight breeze, some whispers of a momentum shift here towards Extinction. But it'll really require a good block and and preferably an in pull, but that one lands out.
Lee Cody indicating a brick. They'll take it in the middle of the field. Extinction taking a page out of Hill's book. Just walking into their zone.
Yep.
Serving a bit of energy, taking some advice from the masters.
And Daniel Reeve has requested a big shout out, and he's having a great time up here in Nielsen Bay. He's just wants to play as much frisbee as possible. So if you got some frisbee, make sure to just give him a shout out and make sure he gets down. As we see Hills working it up here in the zone. Lee Cody. Squeeze it through. Oh, what a snag.
Parker running through, ready for a quick down the line. Not there. Cody, oh, fakes the hammer. Sees Mindy.
Back to Lee Cody. Squeezes it through. Up to the far side of the field.
Walsh with the disc. To Annie Wang, number 13. Mindy Parker. To Lee once again.
Goal, goal, goal. Too
Nice
easy.
connection.
Smoother than a freshly shaved businessman.
Nothing at all like yourself.
No, Lucy, I am scruffier than Chewbacca lost in the bush.
So Hills once again calling 4 women on the line.
Dan Reeve, how is your surfing going? How's your surfing? Gus wants to know. He says good.
Can you get Gus to check the swell for me?
Could you please check the swell, Gus McDonald? down Reaver's asking. But that's surfing, and we're here with Frisbee. Enough about that. And we've got a Extinction coming out on offense. Can they turn it on? They did the last point. Hopefully we'll see some more of that.
Beautiful pull from veteran
That's what you want. Just hangs up there.
Anthony Dow.
You could bake a cheesecake under that amount of time. Perhaps two.
So some movement there between 15, Corey, Wakefield, Alexander.
McNaught working it. Clears downfield.
Gina Ferrari to Corey, to Ryan McNaught. Again, just working it through the handlers. Lots of passes, short gains, tiring out that zone. Ooh, bit of a high one into the wind there from Alexander.
Yeah.
Ferrari not quite able to catch it. Heels looking for a quick turn.
Weighing up to Woody.
Woody to Franz.
Woody gets it.
Oh, there's Tegan.
Wants
Nope,
to squeeze
covered.
in the corner to Dow. Oh.
Too much experience in that connection, I think. Just not quite. Works from Anthony to Woody, not the other way.
Too much experience. Yeah. But gives Extinction another chance on offense.
So feel that wind straight across the camera. He'll be happy with that. Trying to hold the disc in that corner. McNaught with plenty of fakes, keeping that defense moving and baiting. Up the line. Oh, Simon Wood.
Straight into
Thank you very much, he says.
Oh. Can we just try and squeeze into that corner?
Wood was there maybe 20 years ago. He might have been able to get there.
Yeah, would have been.
ACLs might have helped with that movement.
Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh.
Ooh, wind picking that pass up.
Ryan McNaught can't get there. He looks a bit hurt. Hopefully he's alright.
So see on the replay, Wakefield dishing it off, bit too high in this wind. McNaught going down. Perhaps just a bit too much pressure on his arms as he's coming down. All landing funny on his chest.
Yeah, not too sure, but just taking a breather. Making sure he's alright.
Definitely better be safe than sorry in these things.
Yeah, it looks like they fashioned a bit of a sling for his arm, so he might have hurt his shoulder there. Hopefully it's not too serious. Just clenching that left shoulder. Could have been a bit of a collarbone or shoulder injury, not sure. As he walks himself off the field and gets a sportsmanship-y clap. So that's good, but hopefully he's alright. Maybe we'll get an injury update later. And of course the classic gag there of coming on in the injured position on the ground.
Alec Personen, what a comedian.
There you go, a tried and true gag. Oh, and just heard here on the stream, number 15 on Extinction is a paramedic, so good to have them handy. And Andow, we're back with the Frisbee. He's going to tap it in the end zone. He'll look immediately to that backside. But a good poach there off, and straight to Tegan from the end zone.
Personen seeing that break cut, poaching off his mark. But as we see Tegan coming through on the other side, ready for that backup.
Goal, goal, goal. And Extinction. They're not dead yet. But we'll need a bit of maybe a mosquito. Stopped in a I was trying to make a Jurassic Park reference to when they bring back the dinosaurs, but
Ah, dear. Nice try.
It was a long bow, and I'm sure I copped some heat on the live comments from that one. But anyways, and we'll have...
Is that I see a comment from Gus McDonald?
Yes.
Calling you up for that one, Nick.
Yes.
Very active on the stream there, Gus.
He is.
Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, it is nice.
Very surprising and uncharacteristic of him to be anywhere near you.
Yep. Usually doing his own thing. As we've got heels coming down.
Cody with a pull. Backhand this time. Nice flat one.
Yep.
Oh, there's flick rolly, anything?
Sends it up. Working it upfield.
Sonnen very active in this handling position.
Over to David.
David Schmidt. Alex the Kid. Oh, he wants it.
End zone. Oh, he's got a bit of a nice bit floaty.
Oh, Brendan Walsh nearly getting there. Taking advantage of this break in the gust. Bit of a drop there from Extinction.
Bit of turnover.
Cody walking towards the disc. Minty Parker busting deep. Will he take it?
Oh,
He will, but it won't happen for him.
just slipped in the hands there and ends up going backwards.
Bit of moisture on the disc, maybe.
Yeah. Needed to wipe that one on the shirt, maybe a little bit.
Cody usually a huge fan of wiping the disc for 5 minutes before he plays.
Oh.
Oh,
The throw and go, no travel called.
Rosalie down, nearly getting the D there. Not quite happening. As Extinction again, passing it around to number 13. Bassoni over to Schmidt. 24 with this cut, not quite open enough. Taking the time with the handlers.
They squeeze it to Kidd.
And Heels, unsurprisingly, calling 4 women for their gender ratio for this point.
That'll bring it to 12-6, I believe the score.
So just seeing that movement on the replay. Extinction happily just swinging back side to side. Just seeing Kidd on the side there. Straight to him.
And I must say, Extinction's jerseys, mint. Might move to Brisbane to snag myself one of those. No, I'll probably just trade for one. That'd be silly. Nonetheless, a fine design.
I like the choice of the pale yellow to white.
Yeah, a bit of a sunset gradient there with some silhouetted dinosaurs. Not exactly sure of the origin of Extinction. Maybe a prevalence of bones found in Brisbane, something like that.
So just getting an update
Woody's on the
there.
wrong team, Mike. It's a shot and a half, definitely.
Just an update there, Ryan McNaught.
Yep.
Looks like he just popped his shoulder.
Ouchies.
Just being attended to by the physios now.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. As a shoots, reels that one in. Bit of a floaty shot there from Antow. Well, it worked.
Just giving Shoots a bit of time to show off, I think. There it is. Flick up the line, bit of float on it. Bit of a contest from Shoots and Brianna Savage. And very quickly deciding that in. That is the time cap buzzer. So we'll finish this point and then add 1 to the leading score.
Sure. And don't want to call anything too early, but it looks like he was pretty comfortable throughout this game. Really working through all their players. Some bit of confusion as to the gender ratio.
Deb coming out, fixing that problem for them. Yeah, from experience playing with Hills, sometimes getting to the soft cap and then just deciding not to score for a couple of points, wanting to play a bit more frisbee.
It can happen. It can happen. Closing out a game. It's not a skill that's often taught, but one that you sometimes learn the hard way. As the pool goes up, just a bit of edge on that one, and it'll drop down a bit further than the brick mark.
So feeling a gust blowing a little bit again. Ferrari with the disc.
Faking the shot. Oh, she's got someone open
Rowe.
in the end zone.
Oh.
She sees it, she hits it. Oh, not intended to receive it, but number 17 grabs it and puts it in the end zone. And could this be Extinction's resurrection?
Might have found that mosquito in the amber.
They might have. Get the defibrillator out. They're coming back.
So you see Ferrari seeing that hole in the middle.
Oh, we've been told a bit
sorry,
of
to
trivia. Someone said we were in reference to Extinction's name. We were created when literally every Nats team, male and female, in Brisbane folded. Hence Extinction. Sure. There you go.
Very fitting name. Fantastic to see that. Although coming from folding teams, doing a lot of recruitment and rebuilding that.
Yeah. They really have brought it back.
Fantastic to see clubs building with multiple teams in multiple divisions and bringing in new players.
Yeah. It's good to see, good to see. Know any good dinosaur facts, Lucy?
No. Try to think. Put me on the spot. Just nothing coming out.
All right. I've been asked to try and spell pterodactyl. And I know it starts with a P. And I'll stop there. And Extinction. The pull down. It's that wind pushing it. It might have changed a little bit, coming a little bit left, towards the left-hand side of the far field, towards the camera. And Hills. They've come down in the zone here, Extinction have. But Hills not looking too bothered, working it up.
Oh, Dow seeing friends on the sideline.
Yeah, to Michaela.
Mello nice and available in the middle.
Oh, a great low flick there across the field just to open it up.
Gabby Mello just a dictionary of throws.
Yeah, don't mind that one.
Oh.
And over to Ant. He's got an encyclopedia of catches.
So pick called on the further up the field. Didn't seem to affect that one. No worries. Everyone resetting. Dow with the disc. Sees friends.
Oh!
Oh! Not quite
Just
connecting.
drops that one. And the hat comes off. Maybe threw her off a little bit.
Some defensive pressure from number 13.
But they set a bit of a definitely a zone look here from Hills.
Not too surprising. Mello busting through on the mark. Just adding a bit of pressure.
Dave looking downfield, looks across. Most of his options are covered. Needs to find someone. And Ben Allen.
Ben Allen with the pressure on that one.
Yeah. Just baited that one a little bit. Oh.
Looking for the double happiness.
A bit of happiness.
And there it
to
is.
end the game. GG, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you, says Ben Allen. And that's the game. And Hill's definitely with a pretty dominating performance. And maybe we'll see them in the in one of the finals, Lucy.
Yeah, definitely looking towards heading top of their pool.
Fantastic.
Great to see them improving their spot from last year.
Yes.
But you never know what the competition's going to hold.
That's right. Well, that'll be all from us. I'm sure we'll see you again very shortly with more games coming for you throughout the day. Thanks again to Ultimate Australia, Mike Palmer and his team, bringing you the footage. And get around the games later in the day. Thank you very much, and a good still morning, 5 minutes till afternoon to you. Thank you.
AMUCD2.TV.